Hey, welcome back to Kids Talk, episode number 10. Go. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kids Talk. As always, with me is...
Mariah.
And...
Asher.
And today we're talking about Advent because we are about to begin the season of Advent, and if you're familiar with that, you know that this is a special time of the year for us, and I thought it'd be a fun topic for us to discuss Advent and what we do as a family during the Advent season as we get ready for Christmas. So, a little different this week is in some weeks we plan our kids talks, and so the kids know kind of what we're talking about, but this week they really don't. So I'm going to be asking them questions, and we're going to see what they know and what they don't know. My guess is they might know a little bit, but they probably don't know everything. So this will be a fun kids talk just to see how much you guys actually know about Advent. So the first question is, what is Advent?
The Advent, I think, is the 5 Sundays before, like the time before, 5 Sundays before Christmas.
5 Sundays?
That's what I
Okay.
think too, but I don't
That's what you think too.
I don't
So you
really
think
know.
No, 4 Sundays, and then the Christmas Eve.
That's
4
basically-
Sundays
Yeah.
and Christmas Eve. Okay. Do you know why we celebrate Advent?
No.
So because we celebrate Jesus' birth.
Okay. Has a big part to do with that.
I don't know either.
See, this is great because it's a great time for us to talk about this. Since Advent hasn't officially started yet, it'll start this coming Sunday. It'll be the first Sunday in Advent. So I thought it'd be fun for us just to have a little discussion to talk about what Advent's all about and why we celebrate it. So the first question I asked was, what is Advent? Well, Advent is a season in the church calendar that has been set aside for us as a way of preparation. But the word Advent itself actually means coming. And what we do is we celebrate the coming of Jesus. So a lot of times we think that Advent is about getting ready for Christmas morning because we're getting ready for the birth of Jesus, to celebrate the arrival of Jesus, and we think that that's the coming. And in some ways it is, but the Advent that we think about and that we celebrate at our church is really more of the second coming. So we believe as Christians that Jesus is going to return someday, and when he returns, that'll be known as his second coming. And when he comes, those who have confessed a faith in him, they will get to go with him to heaven. Some of us will have passed when that happens, which means that we will be dead already, and so we will experience a resurrection. But the Bible also talks about some of us will still be alive when it happens. And so many, many, many years ago, the early Christians would prepare for Jesus' second coming, and so they would celebrate the season of Advent. Now, during the course of time, the season of Advent has become associated with Christmas because we do think about it we think about it in parts of looking forward to Jesus' birth, and so we partly celebrate that, but really it's for his second coming. Now, that's the first question. The second question is, why do we celebrate Advent? We celebrate the 4 Sundays between now and Christmas.
This year will be 5 because Christmas Eve's on a Sunday, so it'll be 5 Sundays this year.
Nope.
Still 4.
Close.
Wow.
Well, normally Advent begins right after Thanksgiving, and then it goes to the 4 Sundays, and then Christmas Eve is somewhere in the week. But this year on the calendar, it falls on a Sunday. So because of that, there are actually 5 Sundays in December. So we don't need to do the Sunday after Thanksgiving, which is just this past Sunday. We can now start on the first Sunday of December. And you can count Christmas Eve because while it's Christmas Eve, that is still the 4th Sunday in Advent. It gets confusing. It's hard to keep that straight. It's very confusing. And I will tell you that when I was looking at the calendar this year and I was looking at Christmas, I miscounted the Sundays because of that same reason. And when I looked at the calendar again, I'm like, wait a minute, there are 5 Sundays, so it's a complicated thing. But we celebrate it in the church as a way for us to prepare for Jesus and the birth and the second coming. Now, the actual definition for all this is way more complicated. I'm just trying to keep it real simple. So, do you guys understand now a little bit about what Advent is? Okay? And I hope you guys understand a little bit about Advent. If you want to know more about Advent, we will include a few links to some websites that help talk about and help teach Advent. We'll add those links in the description below, and you can have your parents help you, or parents, you can use those links to help teach your kids what the season of Advent is all about. Now, here's the fun thing I want to talk about, because there are a lot of ways for us to celebrate Advent, to get excited about the season of Christmas and Jesus' birth. And here in the Higham house, we have used a number of different things. And so on the table, we have some of the things that we have used over the years. And I thought it would be fun for us to talk about them. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you guys on the spot. I want you each to pick one of the things that you like doing when Advent season comes around. How did I know that was going to happen?
I already got it.
All right, Brea's going to get the Legos. Which one do you do? Which one do you want to pick?
got it. And that's
With the books, Brea, talk about the Lego Advent calendar.
So, what it is, it's basically a big thing with a bunch of numbers on it, and you pop it open, and then there's like a Lego or candy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for this one, it's Legos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like
Lego.
it's a little box. It's a box inside of the original box. It's like little doors that you open
Yeah.
up, and it's like pieces and like instructions to show you how to put them together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with the traditional Advent calendar with the chocolates, there are little punch open holes that you pop open. Let me see the box here, Brea. And so in this case, this is Lego, and we've done these for a couple of years. I think we've got 2 other sets of these. This is this year's edition, I believe. I believe it's this year's edition. And of course, since we're big Star Wars fans,
Probably because it has
it's
BB-8.
Star Wars Legos. Yeah, it's got BB-8 in it and some other things. So yeah, the new drone,
Look, baby, it's wearing a
stormtroopers.
revolver.
Yep. So we will start this on December 1st. No, we will start this on
Oh
Friday.
yeah, Friday.
Friday. We'll pop it open, and each day we'll take turns opening up the day and then putting together the Lego. And I think we should go oldest to youngest this year. Because we always do everything youngest to oldest.
Yeah, but the boys never do it though.
Well, then it'll just be you and Asher. You guys just take turns.
So I can do it first.
There you go. Maybe. Oh, hello. Maybe I'll go first, and then you can get a second. All right. So Lego Star Wars, again, in the link in the description below if you're interested in learning about the Lego things. But this is just a fun, goofy kind of Lego-y way to count down to Christmas that we love. All right, Asher, talk about these books, because we love these books.
So really, it's like, so it started with Jotham's journey,
Show them the cover.
and it's expanded from there. So like this, forget what he is, but
So Jotham is this. The story is about a little shepherd boy who gets separated from his family and their flock, and he goes on this incredible adventure.
he goes on this adventure, and
Yeah. Along the way, he meets all sorts of characters. Basically, it's a narrative of the nativity story, but it takes Jotham on this incredible journey. There are moments of excitement, there are moments of laughter, there are moments of suspense, and there are even some scary moments in it too, I think. We should be fair with that. There are some intense chapters in this. I know when your brothers were really, really young, when we first got this, they were almost too young. It was a little too scary for them. Along the course of time, Jotham and his journey, he meets Bartholomew. So there's Bartholomew's Passage, and along the way he meets a girl named Tabitha, and so there's Tabitha's Travels, and then the newer book in the series is Ishtar's Odyssey. So we would highly recommend these to a family because it's just a great book series and they're a lot of fun to read. We read Jotham last year. No, we read the new book last year. We read Ishtar last year. So I
We didn't
think
finish it.
we did finish it.
You did?
Yep, we finished it.
Christmas morning.
We'll go back to Jotham this year, and we'll start with Jotham again, and then we'll read all 4 books over the next couple of years. All right, let's talk about the other things that we do. Each year we light candles at our dinner meal. Usually it's on Sunday. We light the candles Sunday nights for each Sunday in Advent, and these are actually a little. I think these are out of order here.
Yeah.
They should actually go like that. So you can see these were the candles from last year. They're burnt. But each Sunday after church, when we sit down and have dinner, we light these, and sometimes during the week we light them, and that's just a fun countdown.
It goes boom, 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 boom.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the Christ candle. And there's all sorts of different things and stories and traditions about candles. And so whatever you're used to or accustomed to, that's it. We don't really do anything with the candles other than light them. But we do have a thing that we do in church every Sunday in Advent that relates to the candles. All right, last thing we're going to talk about, I think, is adornments. How much do you guys know about the adornments?
I don't know. We only
Wait, these are all the
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were in Somerset,
Yeah.
Mom took us on a scavenger hunt. We had to try to guess
Yep.
where we were going for each of the names of Jesus.
Yep.
So there's like
And then
Bread of life, the true vine, light of the world, and like all of those.
What's this one?
We had to.
Yeah, they're basically on them.
that's
Pull
the
one out
Lion
so
of
we can see
Judah.
it. Pull one
Yeah.
out.
So this is the lion. This is the Lion of Judah, and we actually.
Yep. So each day there are 12, so you don't start these until you're 12 days out from Christmas. But they're the different names of Jesus. There's a little book in the back that helps you read through it and talks about the different names. And then on each tag or each ornament, open that up. There's the Lion of Judah. You can read it. So just go ahead and read this one real quick.
When we think of Jesus at Christmas, remember him as a gentle, sweet little baby. We don't think about him being strong like a lion, do we? And yet the Bible teaches that Jesus is the lion from the tribe of Judah. That's because he is our mighty king, who came from the royal tribe of Judah. He conquered the devil and sin and death on behalf of everyone who believed in him. This Christmas, celebrate Jesus as more than a baby in a manger. Worship him as your strong and mighty king.
There you go. So another just fun way, I think you guys already mentioned it, but the one year, Amy put together a scavenger hunt when we lived in an area known as Somerset. We did not do these 12 days out, but the kids had some time off from school, and before Christmas, Amy put together this really great scavenger hunt where they had to go to different locations to learn the next name of Jesus and then get the next clue to the next location. And I actually still have that, and I've been meaning to put that up on the website. And so if I can, at some point, I'll put that up on the website. And you can use that in your community. You might have to modify it because you might not have some of the same stores or some of the same locations that Amy used for ours, but you can adapt that for you as well. So here, put that back in there. So adornments, again, this is Family Life, and I think they've changed this. This is an old version of it. They have a new way it looks now, I think. So if you go looking for it, it may look a little different from this. But I don't know if we're going to use this year or not, because we haven't used it in a couple of years. We've been using other things, but that's still one of the favorites that we have. So those are a couple of things that we have for how we celebrate Advent and some of the things that we look forward to. What we want to know is, what things do you do? What are your family traditions as you think about Advent? Do you light candles? Do you use an Advent calendar? Maybe you've used something like adornments, or maybe you've used a book to help you read through the Bible and the Christmas story, all in preparations. Whatever it is that you do, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what your traditions are, and we'd love to learn about the different things that you do. And if you have a great resource that works for families really, really well, share that, and we'll put a link to it on our website, and we'll help promote that activity as well. This is a book that I wrote for Christmas about 2 years ago. You can find a link for that also in the description, or you can go to the website and look that up as well. All right. Thanks so much for watching. We're glad you took a few minutes to come and join us here on Kids Talk as we talk about Advent. Again, leave comments below. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And what do you like to say?
If you can't subscribe because you don't have an account, make sure ask your parents to subscribe. Like
For you.
yeah.
For you. Yep. And if you are watching, we would love it for you to tell your parents that you do watch us here and let them come and watch this with you because we want parents to be involved in Kids Talk just as much as we want kids to be in Kids Talk. All right. Anything you want to say? You all good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give us a thumbs up if you would, if you liked the video. Share us with your friends. Parents, links to all of these resources are on our website, thehigham.com. This is the first of our Christmas series. We'll have a couple more Kids Talks coming to you before the end of this year. And in the new year, we'll have some more exciting things coming your way. All right, I think that's it. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
For now.
Peace.